What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quarter. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. And Friday was a wonderful day for all of us out there who are enjoying watching Bud Light squirm after breaking its silence of over 2 weeks on social media to issue one of the literal worst, maybe certainly a nomination, certainly in the conversation for the single worst apology, in quotes, in the history of maybe humanity. It was like as if they went to an AI chat GPT and said, please generate apology that says nothing and won't get me in trouble. It was one of the probably the worst ways to handle it for Anheuser-Busch that they possibly could have. But here we are, and they issued their apology. They get absolutely obliterated, and then they just peek their heads out, peek their heads out a little bit to try and say TGIF, and it went horribly. It was one of the worst drubbings I've seen in a long time. Let's take a look at some of the backlash and what their customers had to say. Again, I want to thank everyone who's supporting Coffee Brand Coffee. It's my coffee company. We're right here in the United States. We love our customers. We only ever advertise and talk about our coffee, our organic teas, and our cocos. We don't talk politics. We don't get woke. We don't care how our customers vote. We roast it fresh on demand, offer it whole bean or ground, and I would really love to earn your business today. We have dark roast, Ethiopian light roast, to Colombian medium roast. We have these pre-made cold brew bags, which are awesome. We have 2 new flavors. Our new flavor, strawberries and cream, which is flying off the shelves. Blueberry cobbler is one of our best all-time sellers. Hazelnut churro. And we have just seriously so much. We have a double caffeinated, so if you like the high-octane caffeine stuff, we've got our Roaster's Choice Club. I'm hoping that today, Coffee Brand Coffee can set an example and earn your business. And look, if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. I really think you'll love it. And you know, we're a small business here in America too, and I promise I'll never sell out to some foreign national company either. TGIF, Bud Light writes, link in the description, promo code the quarter to save too, by the way. Bud Light blasted on Twitter for TGIF post amid Dylan Mulvaney controversy. Now, to go back, I'm not going to go all the way back to the beginning and rehash all of this, but you have Anheuser-Busch, right? This is their ownership company. They're owned by InBev, company over in Europe. They are not an American company, as Donald Trump Jr. incorrectly asserted. They issue this non-apology. In the internet world, if you get more comments or quote tweets of your tweet than likes, you've been ratioed. Or if somebody replies to your tweet and gets more likes than you, you've also been ratioed. This is one of the worst ratios I've ever seen. 18,500 comments to 2,700 likes. 4,000 quote tweets all dunking on it. It had 2,700 likes. My reply has 2,000 likes. Even you say, gotta feel 1% bad for the CEO trying to thread the needle. I don't, because as we now know, he is literally former CIA. I wonder if they're related. You just have people in the comment section. Philip Holloway, did your time in the military teach you leadership? If so, demonstrate some and apologize for taking part in the erasure of women. Apologize for putting the face of an appropriator who mocks women by LARPing female stereotypes on your cans. Their apology was absolutely cringe. It said nothing. It took no responsibility. All it did was an appeal. All it was an appeal to emotion where they're like, we have 18,000 employees and then we have 47,000 other additional valued colleagues. Please, no boycott. Otherwise, we're going to have to fire all these people. No, the reason you're getting backlash is because of the decision you made, sir. And honestly, you know, the CEO probably didn't even know about it, maybe, but given his long, rich history in the CIA, probably did know about it, probably handpicked Dylan Mulvaney, in my opinion, but, or it's at least possible. You're the one that ultimately has to take responsibility. You see, Anheuser-Busch CEO offers flat apology following Bud Light Dylan Mulvaney's backlash. Anheuser-Busch's top executive on Friday offered an apology flatter than a day-old Bud Light as the beer giant reels from the backlash over its sponsorship deal with the controversial influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Now, a lot of people on the right are saying, oh, well, their stock didn't go to zero, so you failed. You know, this is all fake. Let me tell you. First of all, InBev is a company of which Bud Light is only a small percentage of. Second of all, you have a serious situation. If sales were increasing, okay, do you think they would have did a social media blackout for 2 weeks? If sales were increasing, do you think that the CEO of Budweiser would have issued at least this statement? No, of course not. Now, the stock is not the sole indicator. It is still down over the past 5 days, but it's basically kind of earned its way back. It seems like Wall Street thinks, hey, this is a tempest in a teapot, and maybe it is, but it's going to depend on once we finally see Bud Light sales numbers, and that depends on people keeping up the pressure. He also didn't address the reports that senior executives were kept in the dark about the Mulvaney rollout. Instead, Whitworth said he focused on building and protecting a remarkable history and heritage. I mean, the $132 billion beer company has seen its market value plummet by some $5 billion since the campaign launched April 1st. But to be fair, it has recovered most of that. I simply don't understand why they hired a person who is doing the marketing. I mean, if your target customer is Kid Rock and then all of a sudden you want to go RuPaul, it doesn't make any sense at all. Oxygen Financial CEO Ted Jenkins told Fox News Digital. Budweiser factories have also been reportedly targeted for threats. By the way, that's obviously not okay. For those waiting for the stock to have a massive change, it's going to come when we see sales. And if people really just walk away from it, you're going to see the sales drop and you're going to see the stock drop. On Thursday, LAPD confirmed that officers referred to some calls. We saw that. Now let's get to the actual tweet. Bud Light blasted on Twitter for TGIF post amid Dylan Mulvaney controversy. Bud Light posted a photo of a can of beer on Friday with the caption TGIF, leading to criticism in the replies that the company finds itself in the middle of a controversy over partnership with Dylan Mulvaney. As of Saturday morning, Bud Light's TGIF post had more than 11,600 replies, 1,000 quote tweets, 250 retweets, and 2,600 likes. No thank you, it's Miller time. Former Governor Scott Walker, Republican, replied with a gif of a Miller Lite can. Well, Miller is here in Wisconsin too. Does TGIF stand for that guy is female? For your marketing geniuses at Bud Light, wrote GOP Oklahoma State Senator Nathan Dam. Blaze TV host Sarah Gonzalez says, I don't drink trans beer. Transgender is financially irresponsible, Daily White reporter wrote. As a CEO, you can see reeling. We never intended. Yeah. Let's look at the actual replies and enjoy some of this all. First and foremost, they are hiding so many replies to this. It's hilarious. You know, you have, I might have to pre-screen. Oh, you have that picture. I mean, you have out Bud Night in Bud Transvestite. No thanks. You just have white groomers. You have, I'm looking forward to teasing anyone drinking tranny fluid at the bar tonight. I mean, you have many in the replies. I had to cut some out there because they were getting pretty spicy. Some of those I understand why they hid, but most of the stuff you see here are just getting destroyed. You see, they don't have anything to apologize for. If a trans person can upset you, need therapy, they get ratioed. LOL, did you all really think this would just disappear? Did you think that people would forget this quickly? You have lots of people like me, no gender fluid for me. Thanks. 5,000 likes. You have Yingling is based and already on the shelves in like half of U.S. states now, with plans to go nationwide soon. Plus, it's $8.99 for a 6-pack or maybe less, which is competitive with the bigger woke corporate beer prices. When Yingling is not exactly a tiny company, I don't think, is it? I think they got the message. Nope. I don't think so. So I don't drink. I don't have any skin in this game, but dang, read the room. I mean, this is just so funny. TGIF, that guy isn't female. You just go all the way down here and they're just getting absolutely transgender is financially irresponsible. LOL from the CEO of the Babylon Bee. Thank God I'm fired, Bud's social media manager. You see, this one's funny. Cause the boycott, the clown meme here. So step one, cause the boycott, the worst boycott your company's ever seen. Double down and call your customers fratty and out of touch. Step three, get your CEO to make a non-apology and think everything's okay. Step four, TGIF. Thank God there's a block button. Not if it was the last can of beer on the planet. Now, is everyone in these comment sections of loyal Bud Light drinker? Probably not. I'm not, and I'm in the comment section. So you have to be, honest in that respect. However, many are. And the ones that are reading everybody else. This is why they didn't post to social media. This is why they went to social media blackout. Is because they knew every post they make is going to get absolutely obliterated. And they were thinking that people were going to move on, let this one go, but they were sorely mistaken. To me, this is going to be something that is going to be in their comment section for the rest of the year. And as people continue to just brigade their tweets, what's going to happen? This is what the only likely outcome, I think. Either they're going to double down and start blocking people, which always looks good for a corporation, right? They're going to start blocking people, which then people get blocked. We'll post that and then we'll perpetuate it. So I think step one is hiding replies, which is what they're doing now. Step two will be blocking people, which will backfire. Or step three is like literally they have to go to a social media blackout in perpetuity. Or they could admit they made a mistake, which is obviously the easiest solution here. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to go to I go grocery shopping on Saturdays. So I'll be at the grocery store today. I'll take a Bud Light can with the Mrs. Garrison on it. You have a lot of interesting things to look at when I'm at the store. I'll check the Bud Light case and see how that's doing compared to others. I'll be watching people's carts to see, exactly what they're picking up, seeing if I see any Bud Light in their carts. It'll be interesting to see. But I don't think this is going anywhere, even if the stock does recover. But we'll see. We'll see if people can keep the pressure on all of next week. The pressure stays on next week. And if every post they make to social media continues to get brigaded, they're going to have to make another comment, I would think. And they might just have, somebody's going to have to get fired. And they're going to have to make a wholesale apology. Otherwise, this is their future. So this is what you get when your company gets woke. That's why Coffee Brand Coffee promises to never do that. Now, I'm not a Republican company or a libertarian or a liberal. I just want to provide the best possible coffee, tea, and cocoa to my customers and never have them worry about what if I say something stupid on social media that they're going to have to defend me for. So I hope that you'll try out Coffee Brand Coffee today. Whole bean and ground available. And check out the strawberries and cream that's new. And we'll talk to you again real soon.